Hey, it's Tuesday. I just got done shoveling a bunch of snow like the adopted New Englander that I am, and I'm excited to share that I'm officially a paid author. That's right. I got real American dollars for some words on paper. Well, I guess technically it's not printed. I got real dollars for pixels on a screen, I guess. I'm very excited about this. I wrote a short story for Protocolized magazine. Oh, I just noticed my neighbor has a bunch of snow on their roof. The contest was about science fiction. This contest in particular was about building and burning bridges. I wrote about burning bridges because I think that's more interesting. It wasn't just burning bridges in the sense of burning an actual bridge, but the concept of burning bridges in protocol-like interactions. When you follow a list of rules, you're kind of following a protocol for how something is supposed to go. The point of the contest was, how do protocols help us or fail us in moments of tension? They had a really interesting definition of sci-fi. Their conception of sci-fi comes from an author, Ted Chiang, who describes sci-fi as being about strange rules rather than about fantastic people. In this framing, sci-fi isn't about a fantastic hero with magic powers. It's about kind of like side plot characters who have systems and rules and structures forced upon them, and they have to react to them as they figure out what the rules are. I hadn't heard this definition of sci-fi before I started writing for this contest, but I found it really interesting and not really how I thought about science fiction as a whole. As I started looking at the sci-fi books that resonated with me growing up, I realized a lot of the really cool moments in these books were about the strange rules that people were reacting to, not necessarily the magic hero character. I love fantasy, I love hero characters and chosen one archetypes, but the point of this contest was to not do that. So I did my best. I ended up writing a sci-fi quasi-Western short story about what I kind of think could play out in the US over the next, 200 years or so, specifically around a fracturing of the United States and how the different parts might negotiate with each other because they're going to be interdependent. So I won. And I've been sitting with this for a few weeks. I couldn't tell anybody because they needed to, have time to publish it. And this week I want to take a second to reflect on the idea of getting paid for something you're putting creative energy into. I've wrestled with this over the past few years anyway. I write poetry. I consider writing software a creative act as well. I've been paid for some of it. I've not been paid for a lot of it. I think some of the stuff I've been paid for is much lower quality than some of the stuff I haven't been paid for. And so it's like this weird question of sometimes the things you're proud of and are high quality don't get recognized externally. And I'd be lying if I didn't say it feels good to get paid for this, but fundamentally it doesn't change the story. It makes people pay more attention to it, for sure. But just because people are paying attention to something now doesn't mean it's magically better. My eyes twitching. Oh my gosh. The path of doing creative work is mostly alone. You can have friends in the ecosystem, you can talk about your work, you can compare notes, but the act of creation is by yourself. And certainly the act of honing and shaping and beating the drum of, hey, look at my thing, it's good, it will make your life better or more interesting or make you pause, whatever. That drum that you're beating to get other people to notice you doing a thing that you believe should be noticed is very lonely. Getting paid is one little carrot in a long string of carrotless nights working on the things that you care about. So I'm posing the question to myself, what is actually different now that I've been paid for this thing? Is there something that magically changes? Is my motivation different? Am I going to be better at what I do? Am I going to change what I do? I got an inkling of what I'm thinking already, but the point of this exercise is to make myself think, even if I've already thought the thoughts that I think that I'm going to thunk. I think I said that the way that I wanted to. Anyway, the link to the story is right down there. Please read it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you Friday.